One Piece chapter 1053. That's a lot of chapters. Recently came out, available on viz.com. Free to read for at least a couple weeks. Now, let's talk a bit about this chapter. So in this chapter, we have the world government all upset that some of the news has leaked. And Luffy's name not being changed to just Monkey Luffy. There's still a D in there. You'd think they'd try to get rid of the D sooner if that was going to be a problem for them, but nope. But apparently they wait till now to try to get rid of that D. Also, the image used for his wanted poster was his new Sun God form that also doesn't, or the world government also doesn't want released. So the world nobles are all upset about that. That news reporter chicken guy, whatever his name is, I can't remember everyone's name, is pretty bent on getting the actual news out there. And now we come to the new bounties for, well, we only get new bounties for Straw Hat Luffy, Eustace Captain Kidd, as well as Trafficker Law. And their new bounties are 3 billion. For each one, 3 billion. Which is a lot less than my prediction if you watched my prediction video from last week. I had predicted that Luffy's bounty was going to be like super high. Pretty much enough to make you a Celestial Dragon high. Which in my mind, that's still a good amount. And probably how much they want Luffy. But politically, it would be a bad move. I mean, that's pretty much saying to their enemies that, hey, this guy is has the possibility to topple us, so maybe you want to join him. And they don't want that, so yeah, really shouldn't make him too high. Try to sweep him under the rug, make him not so noticeable. So 3 billion, that does make sense. I mean, it does sound kind of low with how much Kaido's bounty was, but at the same time, Kaido is a bit different, as these bounties aren't just based on how strong these people are, but also how big of an influence they have, and how dangerous they are. While Monkey D. Luffy may be dangerous to the world government in their eyes, he doesn't actively go out against them, and he doesn't bring innocent people into his battles. So it kind of makes sense that his bounty isn't over 3 billion, though it should still be higher in my opinion. But 3 billion is still a pretty decent number. We also find out at the end that Luffy is now a member of the Yonko. The 4 Emperors, Luffy did it. He's up there with the likes of Blackbeard, Shanks, and the most notorious Yonko of them all. Hold on, it's very scary and really hard to say because of how scary it is. But the last Yonko, the most notorious of them, the bombastic clown, Buggy. I know. It's so terrifying just seeing his name. After all that he's done, it is terrifying. Although we don't know what he's done because we haven't seen outside of Wano in a long time. Last we heard outside of Wano, the 7 Warlord system was abolished and they were going after the Warlords. So we don't know what happened. All we know is that Buggy is now a Yonko. Which, when you think about it, I probably should have seen coming. Oda does seem to have a soft spot for him. Although Oda has a soft spot for a lot of these characters. But Buggy, probably most of all. So, now we got the whole festival with all the Straw Hats partying. But the next big revelation is the Tengu guy is actually Kozuki Sukiyaki, Odin's father. Which surprised me. I thought he was dead. And no, I did not hear about the theory that he was alive. Mostly because I don't keep track of all these things. There's so much in One Piece that I have no idea what I need to focus on. So I just sit back and relax. But him being alive does make sense. While it wouldn't be good for Orochi, it would be good for Kaido. Since, well, the Kozuki clan know how to read the poneglyphs. So here's my theory. Originally, Orochi was poisoning Kozuki. But then after Odin joined Roger and they went after the poneglyphs, Kaido was like, wait, they're following the poneglyphs? How do they know what they say? What changed? Odin. He's one of the Kozuki members. Wait, can they read the party list? Orochi, stop! Don't kill Sukiyaki! We need him alive! And so then, instead of being killed, he was imprisoned. And we see him with Robin and down where the poneglyph is. It's not the road poneglyph. We still don't know where that is. But then we learn that, well, the ancient weapon Pluton that we learned of back in Alabasta, which was like 800 chapters ago or more, maybe like 20 years ago. All the way back then, we learned that learned of the location of Pluton, but Oda never told us. Now we know that what it said was that Pluton was located in Wano. Now, from what I've heard from another video I watched, is that we learned the location of the Pluton in Alabasta, a desert country, and it's located in a country surrounded by water. Well, all these islands are surrounded by water, but still it's on a plateau with a lot of water, so opposite. In Skypiea, we learned about the ancient weapon Poseidon, and it was underwater, so we got the sky to under the sea. Opposites. So the new theory I heard of is maybe the poneglyph that the people of Ohara were researching told about another ancient weapon, which if it was underneath a tree, so underground, it would be in the sky? Possibly. Which would mean that Robin knows the location of all three all three ancient weapons. Which originally it didn't seem like she was too interested in, but she is making mention of it here. Though I still don't think that she's in that much interest in it. She's just curious. She is an archaeologist, a person that studies history. Okay. Now we got to this green ball guy who has some sort of nature power. I kind of reminds me of Yggdrasil, because I think Yggdrasil has like eating of people or something. It was in some anime that was some kind of tree like that, so it could be something like that. But he seems pretty harsh, and it seems that he's on that whole extreme kind of justice thing, and is now going after the Straw Hats, which could be trouble for them. I don't think they fully recovered from their battle against Kaido and his minions, but maybe they can still pull it off, although the remnants of Kaido's forces did not. We see him take out both king and queen, but then again, they were both imprisoned, it seemed. But who knows what'll happen. And so that's the latest chapter of One Piece, chapter 1053. I thought it was an amazing chapter. Oda's going on a break for a few weeks, so we're not going to get the continuation of this for a while. But I am looking forward. This is a wonderful series. If you have not read One Piece, I recommend checking out the manga or watching the anime. I know it's a lot. It's huge, over 1,000 chapters and 1,000 episodes, but it is worth it. It's like the best series out there. And thanks so much for your time. Bye.